We've covered a lot of ground the last 7 sessions, and today I want to close with something that I think is going to matter so much to you right now, and it's going to matter for a long time going forward. Understanding changes response. That's the idea, and I want to show you exactly what this means and why it's worth paying attention to. When most people think about changing how they respond emotionally, how they think about changing a pattern, stopping a reaction, being different in a difficult situation, they think it's a problem of their willpower. It just needed to try harder. I just need to remember to do it differently next time. But willpower operates at the level of the mind. And as we talked about throughout this series, a lot of what drives emotional reaction happens before the mind even gets involved. The body is already responding. The pattern is already running. But by the time you're trying to remember to do it differently, you're already in the middle of the reaction and it's just really impossible. What actually changes response, durably, at the level where the pattern lives, is understanding. Not just intellectual understanding, embodied understanding. The kind that comes from actually working with your nervous system over time, noticing the patterns, feeling what regulation feels like, learning to observe before you explain. The kind of understanding changes things at a level where they need change. It creates a pause where there wasn't one before. It makes the familiar reaction a little less automatic. It gives you access to choices you didn't have access to before. Here's what that looks like when it's working. Someone who used to immediately go into shutdown when conflict arose starts to notice a moment of recognition before the shutdown happens. Not every time, not perfectly, but sometimes, and that's a lot better than no times at all. You're going to have that moment, that beat of awareness. Oh, this is the pattern. This is what my nervous system does here. That beat didn't used to even exist, and it does now. And in that beat, that brief one, something different becomes very possible. Or someone who used to spiral for days after a difficult interaction, and maybe even spiral for weeks after a short one. A little less consuming, not gone, but different, because something has shifted in you. And it's shifted in how you understand what's happening. And that understanding has started to work in a way in your body's response. These aren't dramatic transformations, they're quiet ones, but they are real and they compound over time. I want to say something directly here. The work is not linear. You will have weeks where everything feels clear and weeks where all patterns feel as strong as they ever did. You will have moments of real shift and moments where you wonder if you have changed at all. This is not failure. This is your nervous system change actually working. It happens in layers over time with patience and repetition and a willingness to keep showing up and doing the work and doing the practice even when it doesn't feel like anything is moving. What I can tell you from nearly 2 decades of working with myself and people in this way, the understanding accumulates, the capacity builds. The pauses get a little longer, the spirals get a little shorter. The body starts to trust, and it realizes that the safety that you're offering it is through this work. And then response changes. Not all at once, but genuinely. And that's worth everything. Our essential oil for this week is Young Living's Transformation Blend, because that's exactly what we're acknowledging and anchoring here. Real change, quiet, cumulative, genuine transformation. Before I close today, I want to give you something to take with you. Think about one thing that has shifted for you over the past 7 sessions. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It might be that you noticed body signals a little sooner, or that you understand reaction you used to completely be confused by, or that you've had one moment of regulation where you would have previously had none. Find that one thing and let's acknowledge it. So let's take that transformation oil We're going to put it in our palm. Take a deep breath. Let that oil get into our nervous system. Let our body know that we are ready to transform and we are thanking it for this opportunity. We release everything that is keeping us here that no longer needs to be here. And we are bringing in everything that is going to allow us the transformation and for these patterns to change. This progress is you acknowledging that you can have the capacity to recognize things in yourself that you did not know. And we're here to build and do the next 7 sessions. Join us. Do these again. Thank you for being here and thank you for participating.